You ever wonder about the secret lives of the birds you see every single day? You know, the ones just flitting past your window or hopping around on the sidewalk? Well, today, we're going way beyond just the chirps and coos to uncover their hidden world. And you're going to see they're not just part of the background scenery. They are the main characters in their own really remarkable urban survival stories.
So just take a second. Go ahead, look at your nearest window. Past the cars, past the buildings, who are your wildest neighbors? Because the answer is a lot more complex and honestly way more fascinating than you might think.
We are about to properly introduce you to three of the most common and, let's be real, most misunderstood animals in our cities. They are so resourceful, so clever, and they've adapted to our world of steel and glass in some truly mind-blowing ways.
Okay, first up, the smallest and maybe the most energetic of the bunch. This is a bird that has absolutely mastered the art of living in our shadow, the common sparrow. And don't let their tiny size fool you for a second. These guys are scrappy little survivors.
Sparrows have tailored their lives to ours almost perfectly. I mean, their diet is omnivorous, which means a dropped French fry or a breadcrumb, that's a feast for them. All that constant buzzing energy is fueled by the leftovers of our world. They literally thrive on what we leave behind.
And this survival genius, it totally extends to where they live. They are the ultimate urban nesters, turning our architecture into their personal homes. Forget old-growth forests. For a sparrow, safety is found in the little crack in a building, a ventilation shaft, or even a tiny gap in a utility pole.
All right, next up, we have a true icon of the city, an animal that actually evolved from being a cliff dweller to thriving on our concrete ledges, the pigeon. Their whole vibe, that calm, leisurely pace, is a world away from the frantic energy of the sparrow.
But their calm presence hides a key vulnerability. See, while they're amazing navigators of our cities, their diet has become so heavily supplemented by us. This dependence on, our generosity means their natural foraging skills can actually start to fade. In a way, it's like they've traded independence for convenience.
You know that sound? It's not just background noise, it's part of the city's soundtrack. That gentle coo is actually a really complex communication tool. They use it for everything from finding the rest of the flock to these elaborate courtship rituals.
And all that dedicated communication? Well, it leads to some pretty dedicated parenting. A pigeon pair typically lays just 2 eggs, and both parents work together tirelessly, sharing the duties of incubating them and raising their young.
And now we meet the mastermind, the strategist of the urban bird world, a creature whose intelligence isn't just impressive, it is genuinely startling, the crow.
Okay, check this out. This is one of the most famous examples of their intelligence in action. This is an instinct. This is pure problem solving. It's a multi-step process that involves observation, planning, and using a tool. And in this case, the tool is a car, which they don't see as a threat, but as a nutcracker. How brilliant is that?
And their brain power does not stop there. Oh no, they are masters of recognizing patterns. They will literally memorize our routines, learning the specific days and times for garbage collection so they can strategically raid the bins for an easy meal. They've got our cities completely figured out.
Their entire day is structured around our world. Mornings are for finding food, sure, but the rest of the day is spent just watching us, learning our patterns. And then, as evening comes, they gather in these enormous communal roosts, we're talking sometimes thousands of them, to share information and find safety in numbers.
So we've met the players, right? The scrappy sparrow, the constant pigeon, and the genius crow. But what does this all mean for us? How do we all fit together in this shared concrete jungle?
Well, this reveals a pretty incredible disconnect in how we see things. For these birds, our city is a landscape of endless opportunity. It's a buffet with built-in housing. But for a lot of us, they're either a nuisance or they're completely invisible. It's like we are living in 2 different versions of the exact same place.
The reality is our relationship is complicated. Yeah, there are conflicts, from crows raiding the garbage to pigeons making a mess. But these birds also play these vital, often unseen roles. They control insect populations, they disperse seeds, and their very presence is a sign that our cities are living, breathing ecosystems. So, understanding their behavior is really the key to living together. And it doesn't take much, Simple things, like securing our trash, being mindful about feeding them, and just giving nesting birds their space. That can make a huge difference in finding a healthier balance.
And that right there, that's the ultimate takeaway.
It's time to shift our perspective, to stop seeing them as just birds and start recognizing them for what they really are: resourceful, intelligent, and incredibly resilient co-inhabitants who are navigating the challenges of the city right alongside us.
So the next time you look out that window, don't just see a sparrow or a crow. Look for the story. Ask yourself, what problem are they trying to solve right now? What little drama is playing out? Because now you know that in our shared concrete jungle, there is always a story unfolding.